Hey guys, Lon here. Just finished up day one of chemo, so pretty interesting day. It's about 9:40 at night. Just got the kids to bed, so I can sit down and talk to you guys. It was a interesting day. We got in there about 9:30. Marie took me down there. Um, I was pretty anxious. Just not knowing what I'm going to go through, and all the doctors pre-teaching about how these symptoms are going to be um, they're going to be pretty hard on you. So I went in there, and it wasn't too bad. There's a room of about 30 people in the general area, and you sat in a nice little um, lounging chair, and they hooked you up, plugged you in, and you're off and running. So that lasted from till 2 o'clock, and so not a bad thing. One thing about my just so you have a background about my what I'm going through, the chemo I'm taking is called FOLFOX, and that is 12 regimens of this certain combination of drugs that I've got to take bi-weekly. So it's going to be about 6 months is what they assume. Probably so. You're looking at probably in a May. I should be done with this thing, and well, I'll go in. I get hooked up, do my 3 4 hours hooked up at the hospital. Then they're going to send me home. Well, they sent me home today with a fanny pack with a medical device that's pumping chemo for the next 46, 48 hours. And then I go back and give it back to them on Friday and remove it. So then I have all week, next week clear to get back to a little bit more normalcy. So that's the background of the treatment. About 10 days ago, I didn't tell you guys this, but about 10 days ago, they installed this thing called a port. And it's kind of like it's an upper chest. So you got this nice little bubble that's underneath your skin. They cut a nice little slit here. They slit this bubble that has like wires that go into your and tubes that go into your veins, arteries, and so they can, you know, give you the medicine and also be able to do blood draws through that, which is really nice. And then they're not getting, your arms are not getting beaten up every week from this stuff. And it was a pretty seamless procedure when she put the needle in. It's about a 1-inch needle, which when she pulled it, I was like, oh, that's going to my chest. So I was a little bit nervous about that, but it didn't hurt at all. And you got in there, and we're off and running. So symptoms. So today, I definitely felt some symptoms. So probably the biggest one is I felt like a heaviness. I was a little wiped out, and I didn't. When I was there at the place, I could feel it working on me through the time I was getting there. And then by the time I got home, I needed a nap pretty bad. So I took like an hour, half-hour nap when I got home, and then I've been fine since then. Other symptoms I've had is like I've got a really sensitivity to cold with my extremities, and which is nice because Nebraska weather being 10 degrees today, I definitely felt it. And then if I'm drinking like stuff right out of the fridge or cold water, it really is hard and awkward. It's just a very weird feeling where you almost you don't want to do it again, and it doesn't hurt, but it's just it just makes your whole jaw clench up, and then and through your neck. And so I'm like, so it's going to slow me down on my eating, which might not be a bad thing. Really, I could probably lose a couple pounds, and then the nausea. And I haven't been too nauseous. I've had a little bit of that. So, but with doing this thing, if you guys have any ideas of what I can do to make those symptoms better, send me a message. Tag this video to other people that you maybe know that are going through similar things, and maybe we can start dialogue and help each other out, which is kind of what the reason I wanted to get this thing going. I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone doing this. In fact, I'm a very private person, and so I don't know why I am stepping into this realm, but I thought, maybe it would be a good thing, to document some of this stuff and maybe help others and maybe get some help myself. So anyway, I'll be back tomorrow or the next day, let you know how things are going, and then maybe get some questions from you guys, and maybe some emails or messages that maybe we can talk about on the next time I get online. But I appreciate it. I'll see you guys here in about 2 days. Take care. Have a good night.